All right, there is a group in the conference room, so we're just out here hanging out in the middle of everything. And if they get
I
mad,
see where you are. Yeah.
yeah, if they get mad at me, I'll leave, and if not, we'll be fine.
They won't even notice probably.
Probably not. No one pays attention to the schedule. Yeah,
Mm.
but we're here and we're ready to rock. Okay, so let's see. First thing on our agenda. Well, I can actually go by the agenda from last week or last meeting because um, I put everything in there anyway. There it is. If it'll pop up, there we go. So let's see. We did a welcome. We did all that. I did have a couple of people interested in doing a couple of the um, uh, scholarships and awards and things. And I talked with them a little bit. You were
I
one of
signed
them
up.
too.
I
Yes.
sent it.
Oh, did you send it already?
Mhm.
Awesome. Sweet. So we have a couple of folks doing some of the work with the awards and the scholarships on the website. So that's pretty exciting.
Good, good.
Yeah, so we're making progress there. That was the first thing we had talked about last week. And then, okay, officers. I did not, I have several emails for people volunteering to be officers, and I was very irresponsible and did not, and I didn't put them together into a list as I had intended. So
Sure. But we're swamped. This is crazy time.
it is.
Almost week 7.
Yeah, I know this week stuff is hard. So I'm gonna get that list and I will probably just send it out by email and then we can go from there because I know I had at least three, maybe four who volunteered to be officers and I don't
That's
think any of them were
great.
the same ones. So uh-oh. Miss Gail froze. Maybe I froze. Someone froze.
Normally, if it's your connection, you'll be the one who's buzzing.
It's usually me.
I'll probably fade in and out. My internet's not always what it's to be.
Oh, now we're catching up. Now we can hear you a little better. Okay, what were you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Gail.
My internet just buzzes out, so I'll be here.
All right, cool. Well, I will get officers set up. I don't think anybody actually volunteered for the same two spots, and everybody signed up for like two different ones. So I'll get that signed up. That was pretty cool, actually. It worked out really nicely.
I
So
know I did too. I
I was
chose
like,
either
yay.
VP or
Secretary, I think.
secretary.
Yes, 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 yes. And I've had a couple other that sent me in their preferences. So I want to get that set up and I'll send that out pretty shortly and we can do just a quick, easy peasy officer ceremony. And it doesn't have to be before Thursday. Thursday's the first event. It doesn't have to be before that. I'd like it to be, but probably won't be because I'm just delayed and everything apparently. So I'll get that done and get that out there. Okay, the next thing is the Romero event. That is on Thursday. And I'm going to share my screen just for a second and show you. Let's see if I can get. Oh, there's where I was teaching classes. Okay, Facebook. So I posted the pictures on Facebook so that I could get to them hopefully, um, and show everybody. Again, SKD Kilgore College Upsilon Delta chapter. When you go to it, you should see stuff coming up from me and maybe some of the other members who post occasionally, which is awesome. Um, Come on, little buddy, you can do it. It does not want to go. I'm in the corner here, which is I think problematic. Uh-uh. So slow. There it goes. All right, there it goes. So when you go to the page, you see all of us up there. Well, that's me. That's not everybody here. I think I'm the only one that's still here from that. Celebrate Band Books Week. That's cool. Christina, way to go. That is cool. A little bit late. I should have approved that much sooner, huh? My bad. Okay, so these are the raffle prizes that I was able to put together. There is three of them. So this one, the first one is kind of a fall theme basket, and it's got candy and school supplies and a live scribe. And the second one here is Edgar Allan Poe, kind of a Halloween theme basket. It's got a gift card for Starbucks and a bobbleheaded Poe and a haunted house, and some school supplies, candy. It's pretty cool. And there they are before I wrapped them up, so you can actually see them a little bit better. And my
You
kids
did a
are,
great job. That's great.
thank you. I thought they turned out pretty cute. They were all folly. And then there's a third one that is it's very simple. It's a Kilgore College sweatshirt and a uh book books a million gift card for $25. So,
That's
because
excellent.
I like gift cards, right? I'm a big fan of gift cards. So that's kind of what they
Mhm.
look like, and hopefully those go over good. So we were talking last time about doing um, there it is. Hi, Johnny. We were talking last time about doing $1 for one ticket and then $3 for five. And all I have right now is just scraps of paper that I've cut up into little squares, and people can write their names. Because I'm not planning on calling anybody. I'm going to tell them, look, you have to be present to win, or at least that's
I
my
can
idea.
pick up some of the tickets from Walmart, the like red ones,
Yeah, we
just
could
to
do
make it
that.
easier.
If they, yeah,
Have the ticket stub and matching.
yeah, that might be easier, and that way we're not calling people's names or mispronouncing. Maybe that's probably what I would do. Is mispronounce everybody's name. But I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. I just hadn't been to Walmart. I had all this stuff ready, and so I hadn't been there. But all right. Hi, Johnny. How are you? He's muted, but that's okay.
I don't think he knows.
I don't think he knows. Can you hear us? I hope you can hear us. You are muted.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I muted my audio.
Oh, there it goes. Hi, yay.
Hi. Sorry, I'm late.
No problem. We're glad you're here. Glad you're here.
My pleasure. I'm glad to be a part of this. This is interesting.
Awesome. Yay. Well, let's see. So the event on Thursday starts at 5:30 and it's going to go to 7:30. The doors open at 5 for everybody to come in.
Great.
Um, it's at the Dodson Auditorium. We're having
Mhm.
a guest speaker, and so our club here is helping to sponsor that. And so anybody who wants to volunteer, I invite you to show up, honestly, is what we're going to do, because I had a list of volunteers, but like the list of officers, it kind of went by the wayside. So, so show up if you can, when you can. Like I said, 5:30 Thursday at the Dodson. I'm going to be there probably at least by 4:30 and get us our table set up and things like that. And anybody's welcome to come in anytime. I've got some decorations and, of course, the baskets will be set up, and some bookmarks that we like to give out and say, "Hey, Sigma Kappa Delta, come join us whenever you finish your English class," that kind of thing. So, so that's what that is going to happen. Yeah. So I'll plan on being there at least by 4:30 myself. And I invite, if anybody wants to come help anytime between 4:30 and 7:30, even if you just want to show up and help clean up, I'm all for that too.
Uh, Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town. I clean carpets in Dallas. Every 4 to 5 weeks, I clean 3 restaurants, and this is my time this weekend. But I am interested in volunteering and helping out and coming to the events. I'm just going to have to miss this one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. We'll have some more coming up for you.
Good. Cool.
We have plenty of things coming up. So, yeah, the Romero event, he's a guest speaker, and that's Thursday evening. It's going to be pretty good, though. I think he's he's talking about Latinx culture and things like that. So I think it'll be good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hate to miss it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're planning on recording it, or I don't know. I think someone mentioned at one point recording it, and I don't know what happened to that. I may check into that.
Okay.
So that may be something that happens. That's the next one. Questions or things that you guys want to add on that? Like I said, the raffle baskets, I was pretty proud of them because they turned out cute. I like the decorations, so that's what those are. Um, let's see. The next thing was, let's see. Miss Gail, did the theater ever follow up and get back to you?
No, it's been crickets. I asked them a couple times by email. And I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
So,
We just let it be then.
yeah.
The theater is doing their, oh, I forget what it's, the Poe thing
Oh,
and,
yeah, it's called Nightfall.
Nightfall. Yeah.
They even left a phone message. So he's probably busy doing the play. And
Sure he is. He
um,
runs crazy.
so I could try again. I mean, we still have time.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, if we're able to, and if not, I mean, we'll just tell our folks, hey, you can go there. It's kind of cool because I think it's
Right.
worth it, right. It's really neat.
Yeah. Yeah. I put out some extra credit for my students. Yeah, I think we could still promo it because it is Poe.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, and I like Poe. I really
yeah,
do.
I'm gonna go on the Saturday, the 8th. I'm gonna actually go that day.
Very cool.
So,
That's awesome. I wonder if I can get a babysitter. I'm gonna try that. We'll see.
I was like doing the same thing. My son would be interested in doing that. So maybe.
Actually, I know I can on the 8th. I may be able to one of the other days though, because
mhm.
my daughter's birthday is the 8th. We'll be at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, great. I'll have a grandchild with me, but
Oh,
you
okay.
know, when they're 13. So,
All right.
mhm.
I like that. I think
Okay.
it's starting to freeze up a bit
Good
there.
thing online- Okay.
There it goes.
The only thing on my mind is the display that we're going to.
That was the next thing. Yes, ma'am. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Your connection is you're frozen. It'll catch up in a second.
Hmm.
I do that too when I'm at home. My internet does this kind of thing all the time, and I sit there and dance, and I'm like, okay, when y'all can see this, let me know.
Yeah, just keep going. I hear you fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next thing that we were going to talk about was the display. I know that Ms. Gellis had several things that she's been working on. She emailed the library to see if they had artifacts. She's talked to the print shop about getting a couple of things printed nice and big for us. Um, and we were going to, I think that's one of the things that I asked if you guys had ideas or anything in particular that you wanted to do with that to let me know. Um, so I'll open that up. Have you guys had a chance to think about that? Anything that y'all want to add or to work on that at all? Because it is still mid-November before we have to do anything, but something else to think about. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I tell you what, it's like that's in the distant future. I'm not quite.
Yeah. Right. I just thought if we had at least 4 members that would do in an infographic about at least the 4 major religions, if they could coordinate their effort, like everybody, like talk about how many of that religion is in the United States, how many of that religion is in the world, and they all kind of parallel their infographic, then but we just have to have it back in time to do the printing of that. But with that and some books, I don't know what else to do. I have the one graphic, which is the golden rule
Right.
uh, in all the religions, that so it shows how the do unto others as you would have others do to you
Uh-huh.
is literally in every religion, so it shows that commonality. So I have that portion, but then, and I don't know what else to do other than the library has some books we could go pull
Mhm.
that would show even, the covers of the books are,
Probably cool, honestly.
illustrative of the religion. Um, would show maybe show some of this, like a menorah might be on the cover of one or whatever. We could pull it together then from there. But I think an infographic of some sort that at least the 4 major religions would work. So, yeah, so think on that and we'll have the members think on that.
So which ones are the 4 major? We've got
Uh,
Christianity, Buddhism,
Christianity, Judaism, Muslim, and
Buddhism,
maybe Buddhism or Hindu.
Hinduism. See, there's so, I
Hindu.
don't know. That'd be a tough one for me. I think,
I was
I
gonna say,
don't
that's a
know.
little hard to narrow it down to more
It
major.
is. I mean, it's
Because
just the ones that end up being the most prevalent, perhaps.
there's,
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's what the committee that would do that would figure out. What are the 4 prevalence and how could they coordinate
who do
Yeah.
and in
parents Catholic?
graphic on each one. So,
Okay. I think those are great ideas. Hi,
yes,
Paul.
we'll work on that. We have time.
Awesome. Pauline was, let's see, she was our president last year. So she's, what do you call that? The president, not elect, proceeding, I don't know, whatever. But she was
I
our
think it's
president last year.
proceeding.
Is it? Okay. My words are not finding me today,
It's
but
like
Pauline was,
proceeding.
yeah,
Predecessor, yeah.
predecessor. There we go. So she was our president last year, and so she will. I'm glad that she has returned to be with us. Hi, Pauline. I don't know. Nope. Okay, cool. Oh, I have so many things on my phone that I didn't know were there. All right. That happens really fast. Oh, she's chatting. Hi. All right. So that was the on our agenda. Let's see.
I would maybe devise up a list of potential religions and then have everyone vote on the ones they would like to represent.
Okay.
Just so that it's more of like a fair poll than just to decide as a general, like, these are the 4 that we should do.
All right, I like that. So the on the table, we have the idea that we should have a list of the religions that we may want to focus on, and then see who volunteers for what. Make it maybe a Google Doc
Yeah.
to where everybody can access it, and maybe jump in on it and see where they might want to be. I can post that on the Remind.
I think you can create, on Facebook, they have polls you can create and you can even do a poll.
Yes, we can do a poll. That'd be cool. I like polls on Facebook. They're great. I can do that. I did not do this very well. I should have publicized this more. Um, I did set up a remind, so we can also do it from there.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. So I'm gonna put, let's see, I'm gonna type it in here. When I want at 2AE6KG4. So I wrote it in the chat. It says send a text to 81010 that says at 2AE6KG4. And I don't know why they gave me such a weird code.
You can change that, but not now.
Well, I mean, I probably, I guess I could. Oh, I can. I didn't know I could. That's awesome.
What is it?
I'll keep it for now and I may change it later. I'll change it for next time. We'll talk about it next time.
What is it?
It's at 2AE6KG4. I don't know why that is. See, I just didn't know I could change that. I take whatever they send me and I never think about changing it. I should change it. I think settings, people, add people. If that is- There.
I'm sorry, I'm blind.
All right, so we've got it on there. So that is the remind, and yes, we can do that. I like, we can do a poll on Facebook if that would, I don't know what would be better if we do a Google Doc or a poll. Maybe, I think the Google Doc, because then it's saved and I can't lose it as easily. Because that's how I roll, y'all. I like Google Docs because it saves stuff for me. So we can absolutely get that. What do you think about that, Ms. Gell? Do you think that would work okay?
A poll to see who wants to work on it and what religion they want to do,
Yeah,
work with.
So like a Google Doc with a list of all the potential religions and then let people sign up for the ones they may want to focus on. And we could have like 2 or 3 for the same one if they wanted to. I'd be fine with that, but
Yeah, they could group up. Yeah, my only concern is you'd still want at least the 4 major ones or 3 major ones to be represented. And then after that, if they want to do, one of the others, that's fine. And I have a list of all the ones I'm using for the golden rule
mm-hmm.
to start with, so I could send you that.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
that's like 8, maybe 8 religions.
Okay. Yeah, it was several. I like that a lot too.
Right,
And so we could even just list those and work off of that and do a little bit
right.
with those. So I think that'd be doable too, and just have that because I think it was 8 or 9 of them on that first infographic that we had, and we could maybe work off of that. So that'd be good. So that display case is pretty small anyway. I don't think we need to be super elaborate. This month they had Latinos in Action in Acción. I cannot ever say it well, um, but they did the display case this month, and it looks great. It's got a sombrero and it's got things like that because it's a National Latin Heritage Month. What is it?
Well, this month was Hispanic cultures or something.
And I always I can't remember the word. So yes, Hispanic Heritage Month is what it is. So they were doing that. So I thought that was cool. So all right, we will get that going. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. We also talked briefly about if anybody had suggestions for spring projects, because that would be next spring, and also for the rest of this semester. We said, well, maybe not a Halloween event because the theater's doing something, but we could still possibly integrate a Thanksgiving theme or a Christmas event of sorts. And so we were asking for ideas.
Between the two, like between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Mm-hmm. It would have to be because we're out before Christmas, so it would have to be like late November, early December. And I have trouble putting anything else there because we were talking about putting our induction ceremony there, which last year we didn't do an induction ceremony
How
in the
many
fall.
active members do we have?
Looks like I'm looking at 5 right now. But
I mean, like
Um,
in our chapter.
in our chapter, we have roughly 60 that are considered active. Um, but not everybody shows up and not everybody participates at the same time. I do have some that they like. I've had several that have emailed me and said, "Hey, Miss Fitch, I want to help, but I can't make it to this and this and this." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." So I do have, I would say probably closer to 10 people that come and go.
We could consider doing a fall fest
Yeah,
that's geared towards adults.
an adult fall fest. That'd be cool. We can't do alcohol, but
No, no, because they're still minors.
yeah, but yeah, Fall Fest might be kind of cool. What would that include?
I don't know, maybe set up a station for like donations because it's that time of year. Families don't always have what they need.
Canned food drive, donations, yeah.
Books for children,
Hmm.
like just combine it all into one maybe.
Okay,
That have games and whatnot for people who are willing to donate.
okay, so donation and then a game and then games. Okay, I think that's an idea. I liked it. Apple cider's always great. Oh yeah, absolutely. That can be something we can think on, absolutely, and look into. I'm not.
My brain immediately goes to like things that have to do with kids because I want to be a teacher, so my brain is automatically in that.
Yes, to stuff for
Vision.
kids is always great. Stuff for kids is always great. I love that. So.
And so many students here have children. So-
They do. And so a fall fest would be a lot of fun. I think it's doable if we can get the hardest part of doing anything here,
Mhm.
honestly, is reserving a space. So even if it's on the quad, it's hard to reserve a space and find a time that
Fits.
that fits with, okay, so they're not having a Rangers thing going here and they're not doing this thing and so stuff like that.
What about the parking lot across from the old museum?
And we could do that. Yeah, the parking lot could work. Again, it's kind of the same thing though, because that also blocks up, like we have to have KPD block it off and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and they have to route traffic. So it is doable.
Mhm.
It's just, I gotta go check.
We could maybe, like, if it is, like, we could head it and then invite the other people, like,
Mhm.
Phi Theta Kappa or
Mhm.
the
Other
drama
groups.
department, just
Other
to, like,
groups.
have,
Enough
Yeah.
stuff
yeah.
regarding-
I have been so excited because we have had 7 other groups on campus, actually 8. One of them can't be there though, but 7 other groups that are going to be present at the Romero event on Thursday and help us out. And I thought that was brilliant. It just makes me so happy that they want to be a part of it and do it too, you know. And so and I'm offering extra credit for all my students. So hopefully we'll have a good turnout. But yeah, a fall fest would be kind of cool. I think that would take a little bit more planning, but we can start working on that if we start dreaming on it and thinking thinking so I was what kind of games and things like that. So if y'all are interested in that, we can certainly start working on that, generate some ideas, pass them around. I can set up maybe a Google Doc for that and get it sent out. I think that'd be kind of cool. Kind of cool. So we can do that. So that would be something this semester. Uh, we were also talking about potential projects for spring. Have y'all had thoughts on spring projects?
I like both the Valentine and the Easter one.
Valentine's and Easter?
But like,
I don't
if
remember
we
what I
had to pick
said.
between the two,
Let's see.
I would probably do Easter.
Mhm.
As it's like, 'cause if it's Valentine's Day, I might not be here. That's my favorite holiday, and I like to go on a vacation trip with my husband.
That's a great time for a vacation. Let's see.
When I have a child, my daughter's name will be named Valerie, or if I have a boy, Valentine. That's a holiday.
I love it. We didn't list out
That's my husband.
specifically, I don't
He
think.
likes Halloween.
I don't remember, but like something like I love books or, something literacy related, I'm sure, to do with those. Okay. Yeah, I like them both. I'll hop into books. There are a ton of like Easter themed books that, we can do and deal with. Or we could do something totally not related to holidays and start working on something like a journal, a chapter journal. And that is also a potential that we can get going. So that's something else we could consider for next semester. So there's lots of options there. And again, time, I think we have a little bit more time. And after this Romero project, I'll be a little less scattered personally, and I can start collecting things a little bit more. Well, yep. Maybe. No promises, but I do try. I like the idea of a fall fest. That's kind of cool. So I'm gonna put add that in later when I'm not there. Spring project, display case, fall induction ceremony. I think that was the last one. And we've already had one suggestion for, oh, what did I do? We already had one nomination for honorary membership for our ceremony this fall, and I think we did decide that we want to go through with the ceremony in the fall. Does that sound right?
For the,
For the induction ceremony?
for,
members?
when do you think we could, for this fall?
Mhm.
Um,
It would have to be almost that last week, not finals week, but the week right before in December. Um, so it'd probably have to be that first weekend in December or that first, like the first or second, I would say. That's a Thursday and a Friday there. And so it would almost have to be there. I think, because our membership drives ends on November 27th, I think is when I set it to end. And that's when our,
Okay, yeah, I guess if we pushed our new leadership to help and we did some, get of that push to get the last minute people to join. Um, I thought even I could tag some of my better recent 1302 students. Look back like summer and then the semester before that, but yeah, I mean, if you think we could do it that fast.
I think we can. I think the tricky
Okay.
part, like I said, is going to be getting that reservation. But if we can't get the ballroom, we can do, I mean, it doesn't have to be at the ballroom. And especially with it being only half the year, not the whole year, it'll be a smaller group. And so conceivably, we could do it, anywhere we wanted to. We could do it at the steakhouse or at the back porch or something like that if we wanted to, and just rent a little area there.
I didn't
So,
realize they had been bought out until my husband told me.
yeah, they have new ownership. But yeah, we could absolutely do it that
Yeah,
way.
sure.
I can set that up, and I'll look into our reservation and see if we can get a time slot there at that, because I think it would have to be that last week, because finals week is like the
Which
13th and
one?
14th.
Of this 8 weeks?
No, it'd be next 8 weeks, so it'd
Next 8
be
weeks is the 9th, 8th and 9th.
Just in case we get a little
yes.
late.
Because.
So you'll be out on the 8th, and so it would have to be the 1st or the 2nd, because our membership ends on November 27th.
My
Which,
birthday's December 10th, that's how I know finals are that week.
yeah.
What
Aww.
about the
Yeah.
amphitheater, like for the Gilbert Park, the amphitheater thing?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know how.
We do like candles and stuff.
I think I can. I think we have to book that through the city, but that's also doable. It might be cold. It is going to be December,
This is
so
also
that's
Texas, so
it is.
it's
Yeah,
a toss-up.
it's a
really.
toss up. It might be 90. It might be 9. Who knows? You never know. So that could happen. I like that. But I will look into that and see where I can get us booked and get us started on that so that we can get that going. Because, like I said, the issue I was running into with not having 2 ceremonies was that I would have people who graduate this semester and they're not going to be here next semester. And so if we have the induction ceremony just next semester, then they're not going to get their certificates, or they would have to come back. And a lot of them, once they're gone, they don't even check their emails. They're like, nope, I'm done. I don't blame them. Kind of what happens. Okay. I think that's all I had on the agenda per se. Like I said, I didn't do a good one. But are there any other things that you guys would like to talk about?
I keep getting an email from I guess the national charter saying that I haven't paid my dues for this year, but I paid them at the end of last semester.
From Sigma Kappa. Okay, so yeah, that was my fault. So so those of you who have paid your dues, and I'm glad I'm recording this, I'll post it up later, but for those who have paid their dues, what happened was when I sent in the list of, hey, these people qualify to be members, right? I send that into the national office, and then the national office sends out the recruitment emails that say, hey, come pay your dues. So what happens is I got the list and I accidentally sent it to everybody who qualifies, including those who have already been members. So a lot of our already paid members have been getting emails like that, and you can feel free to ignore them. Because you've already paid, you have, and it's fine. So I do apologize for that. It was the same thing with the email. That's why a lot of people got 2 or 3 emails from me, because I was sending it to the list as opposed to member list, possible member list. Yeah, that was me. Sorry. So, yeah, that's how I roll. So I hope maybe that'll help to clarify some stuff there, though. Okay, we got the remind, we got the Facebook. I I got the emails sorted out now, only to members now, not to, the world. Um, other ideas, thoughts, things that we might want to consider.
Do we want to look and see what the qualifications are for the charter, for the SKD online, and see what the qualifications are and try to meet that criteria? Because you said last meeting that we can do it as a group.
Oh, for the award?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can look. Hang on just a second. Share the screen, share the screen. Oh, I am still sharing the screen. Look at that. All right. Y'all been seeing me the whole time. I thought I was skipping around being cool. All right. English2.org. Get off of there. All right. English2.org. See, this internet of mine. Okay, so chapter awards. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah. And see about maybe doing something to qualify for that.
Okay. The Word document. Send it in, visual aid. Do you know, I've never actually looked at this. Now, the magazine and journal award, we were going for that at one point and didn't finish it. But I never looked at just the chapter award. Best promotes the aims of this society, college names, chapter name, sponsor name, phone number. Description of activity. So it'd be just a matter of cataloging the activities that we are doing. Statement of the ways the activity furthers the aims of SKD locally or nationally, and we can look at that, how to do this activity. Okay. All right, let's see. So that is activity rubric. Oh yeah?
Wizard of Oz thing. It's like, I'm thinking scarecrows. It's fall.
That'd be good. I like scarecrows.
Dress up. I don't know.
I like dressing up. SKD's purpose encourages worthwhile reading and or mastery of written expression. So things like some of the things that we have been doing. Promotion includes newspaper, journal articles promoting SKD in the community. Originality encourages unique, fresh, and engaging thinking. So I kind of like that. I think I have not looked at this in depth before, so that may be something that I think I want to take the time and be able to look through it all and see maybe what the examples are, because I know they have some like past examples, people who have done it before and what that looks like. So I think that's where I would want to go if we want to try and do that, but I think it's certainly something that we can do, especially with the activities we're already doing. Get out of my email. Okay. So that is something I think personally I just really would like to look at and see what the requirements are and all that stuff. But I like it. I think that could certainly be done. That could be doable. So we will come back to that when we have brain power.
Put that on our list of
Brain
things.
power things. So yes, I like that. I'm going to add it to our list. Yes, 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 yes. So we will add. And I can start looking into the journals also if you guys might be interested in that. What we had planned last time, and it was going to be cool. Okay, we have the print shop here on campus that the faculty all use anyway, and we can absolutely print our own version of a journal. And it was going to feature things like photography from our students, and poetry from people who've written poetry. It could feature, I think you did literature criticism and things like that. And it can also boast about, hey, here's some of the projects we're doing. Here's some of the stuff we've done on campus. Here's what SKD is all about. And then we can start handing it out. I don't think we need to sell it per se, but pass it out and just get the word out, and then use that to apply for the scholarships and awards. And the other cool thing that I thought was awesome is we had a few musicians that were interested, and they had created original music. And what we did was they managed to upload it, and I don't know how they did it, but they had it uploaded and they addressed a QR code to that music. And so if you have the magazine sitting in front of you, all you do is scan the QR code and you can hear the song that the student created.
Wow.
That was super cool. And I also had in
That
progress.
artist in the making.
Right, it was wonderful. And we also had one that was a video game that they were working on in the IT department at one point, and that has since, again, COVID destroyed everything. So I don't know if that's still something that we can do, but that was another thing that you could scan the QR code and see the video game. So it was kind of cool. So that is certainly something that I can get us kind of started thinking about. Um, it's not hard at all. It just takes a lot of planning. It's like we would have to decide on a due date. And then send out a call of papers, which is that's what you do when you say, hey, anybody in the college want to send anything to us? We do a call for papers. And so we would have to send that out and get that out to the student body and ask for, everybody to send us their stuff.
Now, would we try to do that once a semester? Like,
That would definitely be an annual project, if that. I mean, it's a big thing. Like I said, it's not hard, but it's a big undertaking because you have to get everybody that wants to have anything to do with it. They have to be able to meet, and they have to be able to plan and say, okay, well, on this page we're going to put this. On this page we're going to put this. Then
so
this
kinda
goes
like
with this.
newspaper.
It is. It's very much like newspaper and planning it and getting it set up and then sent over to the print shop. So getting the dates, setting out the call for papers, making sure everybody gets the word, and make sure they get it by the due date. Because I had like 4 things that came in after the due date whenever we were trying to do this, and then I never could get us to meet back together to get it edited and put together, and that's where we fell apart on it. And so, if that is something we might want to look at doing for the spring, that would be my suggestion, is wait and start planning
Right.
now and then get it ready for the spring. Um, so that is something that I can get us wheels turning on that. It really was a cool project. It was going to be a cool project. I wish we'd have finished it. But we can submit that to the national also. Oh, convention was the other thing. I have not looked at anything. Oh, we lost Miss Gail. That's okay. She'll come back. But the other thing was convention, and we were thinking about if we wanted to go or not, or how, or things like that. And I have not looked at it like I should have yet. So that is something else. Are y'all interested in going to convention?
I mean, as long as it's more than just me, because I don't drive, so I'd have to carpool.
Oh, I'd fly. We're gonna fly and Uber. But
I think we, I have to plan.
it is something to plan.
It's just sick as I would just make my mom drive because that's cheaper than a plane ticket,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and she would never fly.
Well,
She's crazy.
us faculty, we don't get more than 1 or 2 days off in a row, so I can go for the whole week. Certainly, but we can be there part of the time and try to check it out with you guys. So I would say start looking at those dates. What is the dates? Go back. There's National Convention 2023. I know it's in Colorado, March 29th through April 1st, so it'll be in the spring. Be nice and hot, but it'll be cool in Colorado. It'll be nice.
So March 29th.
Do it. The 29th through April 1st. So that's actually not too bad. It wouldn't be a whole week, I don't think. Let's see.
And then
No,
on
it's
that
3
note, I'm
days.
probably in a bad because it's my daughter's birthday weekend.
29th through the 1st, so it'd be a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, I mean, I would most likely myself end up going on like the Thursday or the Friday and then coming back. But that would be something we can look into and see. I also have been getting emails that they want me to serve on one of the round tables to judge some of these writings and stuff, and I have not responded, so I need to do that. I'll get there.
Yeah, and yeah, you send something like that to me too. Who knows? I might be interested.
Yes, I thought they ought to be sending them to you also.
On a roundtable, I don't recall getting something, but
I'll forward it.
email.
Yeah, I'll forward it. Half the time I overlook them and I just forget.
Yeah, and I do get from them, so I know I'm on their list, but
Yeah.
maybe who knows what, but I didn't, that didn't ring a bell. And
Mm,
I'm going 90-0, but still, I do read these.
yeah.
I'm hoping that I didn't just slip it, but yeah, so,
I'll
okay.
forward it and see because they're asking for judges and stuff like that.
And it's done virtually,
I do not know. I've not done it before.
yeah, because
And
that's the trouble is we can't go anywhere.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
I'm
I'll
a,
have to look at it and see because and one of them was for Sigma Tau Delta, which is our sister uh organization with the unfortunate name, and we one of them was for their stuff that they wanted also readers for that at one point, and I don't know what I did with that email either.
I wonder if we could get the, if we did the Fall Fest to get them to come and like have a booth, whatnot, for people who are in SKD to understand what it means to transition, get everything sorted out.
You know what? That's a good idea. Were you able to hear that, Miss Gail?
well, not all of it, say it for me.
So the idea was to locate some of our closest 4-year sisters, like Sigma Tau Delta, and have them, make an appearance at some of our events or something on on campus, so that students can see that and that there is a continuation, that there is a
Sure.
version. So I thought that's a pretty cool idea. I like that actually a lot. Um, I would mean I would have to socialize, but I can do that. My millennial self is so anti-phone, you guys. It's unreal. Um, so, yeah, I think we can hit. I'm gonna put that on my list. I'm just gonna put it nicely. 4 year sister.
Yeah.
For, there we go.
I still think about, I wonder if there's anybody okay, I've just one random thing. There's currently 1302 being taught,
Mhm,
but we would not know yet what their grades are going to be. It
mhm.
wouldn't be in our databases. But could we reach out to current 1302 teachers and say, hey, maybe you could invite, because they probably know who is their upper students.
Oh, for
And
our
we could
membership.
preemptively
Mhm.
see
For
about getting them to join by, because you said the deadline is
November 27th, I think is what I put it.
right. But if you,
Um,
I'm just thinking preemptively, if we could get them to be interested, um, we wouldn't have to wait until the grades are posted, then we pull a list and da, da, da.
I think, I'm not sure. I think they have, no.
They have to have an official grade, I guess.
I think that we would want them to, because if they say, yes,
They
they're
could
going to
flake out. You're
pass,
right.
and then they don't for whatever reason, then that might be problematic.
Or maybe like the
Um,
Bs that are currently Bs get pushed over
mhm,
to that A. Well, we can
exactly.
it's a B, isn't it?
It's a B or better. And it's 1301, so it would be our 1301s that we would be, because the 1302 already qualify if they made a B in 1301.
Oh, okay.
And the list includes them.
So if
It
we know
does.
people who had made a B in 1301,
Mhm.
but they just were never like invited.
Then tell me. And it may be something that they just didn't pull in our system, or they didn't fill out the membership correctly, or something like
Oh,
that. So,
yeah,
yeah,
because our dual credit people that are taking like I'm looking at I have two 1301 dual credit classes. And I would venture to guess that let's say 60 students, I might have 10 that aren't going to get a B or better.
yeah. So
But that's dual
overall,
credit because that's dual credit.
almost all of them will. And
Yeah, so like 10 might not. And okay, I'll push it and then
and I
just to
find,
get us on their radar. And
yes,
then, yeah, we have to wait till their grade is posted maybe, but I just, um,
I have found that the spring induction is usually a little bit more popular because, or it's a little bit more populated rather, because
sure,
of the dual credit. Because right now, all the dual credits are doing their 1301, and they can't
right.
join us until they start 1302, until they pass. So once they're done with that semester, they get into 1302, then they can go in. So yes, if but if that is something to consider too, that I would like all our members to know about. If you know of somebody that made a B or better in English and they, for whatever reason, haven't been invited to Sigma Kappa Delta, I need to know about it so I can check and see why.
Because I was gonna say it took. I
'Cause-
finished my 1301 and made an A at the first 8 weeks in January,
Mhm,
and I just like received information about this like the second weekend of this semester.
mhm.
So it could just be that it takes a while.
Oh no, that was me.
Oh, she said no. It
I
was
just
me.
that was me. I didn't send it out until
Okay.
so because January was like that was the first. No, I don't remember when I sent out the last recruitment set. Like before, I think it was. I usually wait until we're at least a couple weeks into a semester, and that way I'm not trying to scramble around here, and then I'll send it out. But it is possible that I just missed it. And the other thing too is watch out because a lot of times people get invitations to Phi Theta Kappa and or Sigma Kappa Delta, and they get them confused, or they mistake one for the other. So something else to watch out for. So there's that.
Do we have a
Um,
GPA requirement? I don't remember.
there is an overall GPA requirement. Let me look. It is a
Do we have, just as another random,
Oh, it's not a 3.0.
three point oh.
put in
I
the
was like, it's gonna be
classrooms?
higher than.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm sorry, Miss Cull, you cut out and I couldn't hear you.
Phi Theta Kappa is 3.5.
Yeah, it's 3.5.
I wondered if we had a poster, that can be put in classrooms. We know where the English classes are mostly taught. Is
Um,
do we have a promo poster?
we do actually. I have one outside of my office that we made. We ran out and I didn't get any more printed because I didn't have more at the time. So I can do that. I have a poster, a promotional poster. It's got a dog on it and it's really cute. And
Yeah, and see, and we could have the dual credit people, like I teach at two dual credit places, you're all over. We could post it in those buildings as well.
hmm yeah, just to get the word out. And like I said, you know, we try to do the recruitment, the membership drive as much as we can, and I try to make it known, like, hey, it's not a scam email. It's okay.
That
And
was my first question to you, was, is it a scam? Yep.
yeah, is it a scam? It's not. I promise, it's okay. It looks apparently. I've been told that the one from the national looks scammy.
I was gonna say
And
Phi Theta Kappa looked like a scam to me. I was like,
there's it too.
mm-hmm.
See, I feel
I
less
mean, it
bad
looked
now.
real sketchy. I was like,
Yeah. Like just one time fee for. Okay, wait, hang on.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
Well, now they've added their little emblem into the thing.
Yeah,
now,
I
so it does mix it
emailed
up.
the Phi Theta Kappa person who, because I went to Kilburn College and I looked up Phi Theta Kappa and I was like, that's a real chapter. So I emailed
Yeah,
the director and I was like, is
yeah.
this
We're not.
real?
We're real. I promise. But so yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, the list that I generate every semester should include, you know, everybody that qualifies. Even I'm told dual credit also, but I'm not sure.
yeah, and that I think is one of not, I mean, that is a big pool of people,
It is.
not saying anything about our regular um students, but if they are coming, they already qualified to get into dual credit. And so that's already a layer of, like we said, that the possibilities of B or better in the dual credit's high.
Do you,
Oh, Manny? Oh yeah.
for whenever we decide to, because he always sends out the.
Oh yeah, he does the student
Thanks.
shout outs. He should be sending out one pretty soon about the Ramiro stuff if he hasn't yet already. Having Manny send
Yeah.
out for us. Yes, and I found though that we get a lot of membership from our dual credit, but we get more participation from our people who are here.
Absolutely,
And I
because,
think that's brilliant. I think it's wonderful. I mean, because the dual credit, they are on location. They're at separate places.
right, they just, they have to, land at Kilgore, and I don't know how many do, maybe half of the dual credit, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea how many ultimately go from that high school campus to here instead of a four-year school that also could
A
be
lot
on
of
their
them, by the
radar.
time they're done with dual credit, don't need to come here.
Yeah,
They're on
So,
like UT time.
yeah, they're going off.
it depends on them. I've talked to a lot of them, and it depends. Some of them are real close to Kilgore. They think it's still economically the best choice they have.
Yeah.
So,
It is. Well, we're at
okay.
3 o'clock. I have used up
Sure.
everybody's hour, successfully, I think. Um, if there are other things that you have concerns about, or you have concerns about, or anyone watching on a video has concerns about, I want to encourage everybody to shoot me and Miss Gail emails. Mine is hfitch@kilgore.edu. Miss Gail is bgail@kilgore.edu. So any ideas, any thoughts, any things that you are concerned about, have questions, please shoot it to us. And like I said, the next project we're going to be this Thursday, doing the David Romero and meeting and greeting him. I just talked to him and asked him, hey, when's your flight coming in? And I don't know when he'll be here, but he'll be here soon. We already paid him, so he'll be here. And so there's that, and then after that we can get started maybe working on potential fall fest. I like the ideas that are rolling from that, so keep those ideas going. And then the display case would be the next on that, and then induction ceremony, and that would give us y'all 4 projects in one semester. That's whooping. That's like amazing. Okay, that's a lot. Um, so that's pretty great. I'm pretty excited about that. That means we're pretty active in getting ourselves going, and I like that a lot. It's wonderful.
So if we are going to seriously consider the journal, do we need to make sure to document what happens on Thursday night? Or take pictures? I mean,
Yes, that's probably a good idea. And I'll sit down and try to look at that and see what kind of things we might need, and see how that might look, what we might need. So that's a good idea. Yes. All right. Okay,
right.
well, in that
Thank
case,
you.
yes, thank you so much for visiting, for meeting with us, Johnny, and thank you, Miss Gill, very, very much. I'm gonna close up our Zoom, and I'm gonna get myself home.
All right. Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye-bye. Have a
Yeah.
great day.
Bye then.